more famous people mansions.
It's the most technologically advanced private residence ever built. But don't let the $12.9 billion valuation fool you. Bill Gates' Xanadu 2.0 may have cost only $63 million to construct in 1997, but the land appreciation, improvements, and integrated technology come with surprises. Annual property taxes exceeding $1 million, staff salaries, maintenance costs, and utility bills that dwarf most people's mortgages. What happens when the co-founder of Microsoft designs his dream home with unlimited budget and cutting-edge technology 2 decades ahead of its time? And why does this 66,000 square foot compound on Lake Washington feature everything from a trampoline room to a 2,300 square foot library? Today, we're breaking down the real specifications of this architectural marvel and whether being the world's ultimate smart home justifies the astronomical operating costs. Section 1. The entrance and reception. Let's start where guests first experience this technological masterpiece. The entrance. Xanadu 2.0 doesn't just welcome visitors, it analyzes them through one of the most sophisticated residential security and customization systems ever deployed. The numbers tell an impressive story. We're looking at a main house that's 66,000 square feet, sitting on 5 acres of prime Lake Washington waterfront property. Step through the main entrance after passing multiple security checkpoints, and you're greeted by what architects call Pacific Lodge architectural style. Think modern meets natural materials meets technology showcase. The reception hall features Douglas fir timbers, some reclaimed from an old lumber mill, creating warmth that contrasts with the advanced technology embedded throughout. The property accommodates the main residence, guest house, caretaker's cottage, and various outbuildings totaling over 80,000 square feet of improved structures. But the real genius lies in the technology integration that was revolutionary when built and continues to impress decades later. One feature that continuously amazes visitors is the personalization system. Upon arrival, guests receive electronic pins that communicate with sensors throughout the house. Temperature, lighting, and music automatically adjust to individual preferences as you move between rooms. Want 72 degrees with soft jazz? The house remembers and delivers. The digital art displays represent another innovation. Walls throughout the residence feature high-resolution screens displaying artwork from Gates' extensive collection and museum partnerships. Don't like what's currently displayed? Change it with a touchscreen command. The system stores over 1 million images, effectively creating the world's largest private art gallery. Section 2. The living spaces. Moving deeper into the main residence, the living areas represent everything sophisticated about Pacific Northwest luxury design. This isn't ostentatious gold-plated excess. Instead, you're looking at what designers call understated elegance that prioritizes comfort, technology, and natural materials over flashy displays of wealth. The centerpiece is the great room with 24-foot ceilings, featuring floor-to-ceiling windows providing spectacular views across Lake Washington toward Seattle. A massive stone fireplace, constructed from stone quarried 500 miles away, anchors the space. The fireplace weighs multiple tons and required specialized engineering to support. The dining room accommodates 24 guests at a table crafted from rare wood and surrounded by seating that cost more per chair than luxury vehicles. The adjacent kitchen features commercial-grade equipment, multiple workstations, and storage for entertaining at scale. Professional catering staff use this facility to produce meals for gatherings ranging from intimate dinners to events hosting hundreds. The home theater represents state-of-the-art entertainment technology, though what was cutting edge in 1997 has been upgraded continuously. The room seats 20 in leather recliners with theatre-quality projection and sound systems. The screen measures over 20 feet diagonal, and acoustic treatment ensures perfect sound at every seat. Guest suites throughout the property provide accommodations rivaling five-star hotels, each with private bathrooms, sitting areas, and personalised environmental controls. The master suite occupies significant space on the upper level with bedroom, bathrooms, private terraces, and views that never get old. Section 3. The Library. Now let's talk about what many consider the crown jewel of Xanadu 2.0, the library. This isn't a room with bookshelves. It's a 2,300 square foot space with domed roof and rare manuscript collection that would make universities jealous. The dome features lighting that can be adjusted to simulate different times of day. The library houses part of Gates' book collection, including Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Leicester, which Gates purchased for $30.8 million in 1994. This manuscript, one of Leonardo's scientific journals, is occasionally displayed in the library's climate-controlled environment designed to preserve rare documents. Reading areas throughout the library provide comfortable seating with natural light from carefully positioned windows and skylights. The space functions as both working library, where Gates reportedly spends hours reading, and private retreat from the demands of running multiple philanthropic organizations. The flooring features intricate patterns using rare woods, and the shelving is custom designed to accommodate both standard books and oversized volumes. Climate control maintains perfect temperature and humidity to protect the collection, with systems monitoring continuously for any variations that could damage materials. Section 4. The Recreation Facilities. One feature that sets Xanadu 2.0 apart from typical luxury homes is the extraordinary recreation facilities. The property includes a 2,300 square foot gym with locker rooms and separate exercise areas for different activities. Equipment includes everything from cardio machines to strength training to specialized equipment for specific sports. The swimming pool represents serious engineering. The pool building spans 1,700 square feet with 60-foot pool that extends from inside to outside through underwater passage. An underwater music system allows swimmers to listen while exercising. The pool room features floor-to-ceiling windows on the exterior side, providing lake views. The trampoline room, yes, an entire room with ceiling height sufficient for trampolines, reflects Gates' reported fondness for this exercise. The room features 20-foot ceilings and safety features, ensuring that even enthusiastic jumping doesn't result in injuries. This quirky amenity demonstrates that even billionaires have unique preferences. The home theater mentioned earlier deserves more detail. The seats are custom designed with controls for reclining, heating, and massage functions. The projection system can display anything from classic films to current releases to presentations. The popcorn machine and concession area complete the cinema experience. Section 5. The Technology Infrastructure. Now let's explore the technology that makes Xanadu 2.0 genuinely unique. When constructed in the mid-1990s, the house featured automation and connectivity that wouldn't become common for another 20 years. The infrastructure supporting these systems required planning and investment that most residential construction never considers. The server room, yes, the house has dedicated server infrastructure, manages the automation systems, security, communications, and entertainment throughout the property. Redundant systems ensure that failure of any component doesn't compromise functionality. Backup power from generators maintains critical systems during outages. Network infrastructure throughout the property provides connectivity that was extraordinary in 1997 and remains impressive today after continuous upgrades. Fiber optic cables connect every room, providing bandwidth for streaming, video conferencing, and data transfer that many office buildings would envy. The climate control system features dozens of zones with independent temperature management. Sensors throughout the property monitor conditions and adjust heating, cooling, and ventilation to maintain perfect comfort. The system learns patterns and anticipates needs, adjusting proactively rather than reactively. Section 6. The grounds and exterior. One consideration that significantly impacts the property's value is the grounds and exterior facilities. The 5-acre site includes extensive landscaping, a salmon stream, and shoreline on Lake Washington, providing private beach and dock facilities. The landscaping alone requires full-time staff maintaining grounds year-round. The garage accommodates multiple vehicles in climate-controlled environment with car lifts and maintenance facilities. The collection has reportedly included various exotic and vintage automobiles, though Gates is known more for practical vehicles than ostentatious displays. The guest house provides accommodations for visiting family or friends, featuring multiple bedrooms, full kitchen, living areas, and amenities, ensuring guests enjoy privacy while accessing main house facilities when desired. The guest house alone exceeds the size of typical luxury homes. Section 7. The operating costs. Now for the realistic economics. What does it actually cost to maintain Xanadu 2.0? Property taxes alone exceed $1 million annually based on the property's assessed value, which fluctuates with real estate markets but consistently ranks among the highest in Washington state. Utilities for a property this size with extensive technology, climate control, pool heating, and lighting consume enormous energy. Monthly utility costs likely exceed $50,000, totaling over $600,000 annually. The infrastructure maintaining perfect comfort and functionality throughout 80,000 square feet operates continuously. Staff costs represent another major expense. The property requires groundskeepers, housekeepers, maintenance technicians, security personnel, and administrative staff. Salaries for a team managing property of this scale and complexity easily exceed $2 million annually, likely substantially more when including benefits, training, and specialized contractors. Section 8. The verdict. The ownership story for Xanadu 2.0 represents more than real estate investment. The property purchased in 1988 for $2 million before construction now sits on land worth hundreds of millions. The structure, while expensive to maintain, represents Gates' vision of how technology could enhance residential living, realized decades before becoming mainstream. For an individual worth over $100 billion, spending several million annually maintaining this property represents a tiny fraction of net worth. The property provides privacy, security, space for philanthropic work, and residence that reflects Gates' values of understated quality over ostentatious display. The technology integration that seemed revolutionary in 1997 has been continuously updated, demonstrating Gates' commitment to staying current. What began as custom one-off systems has evolved into integration of modern smart home technology while maintaining the sophistication that distinguished the original design. Bill Gates' $12.9 billion Xanadu 2.0 spans 66,000 square feet with 2,300 square foot library, 1,700 square foot pool complex, and technology integration that pioneered smart home concepts decades ahead of their time, all maintained by multi-million-dollar annual operating budgets. The question is, does this represent the pinnacle of residential design where unlimited resources meet visionary thinking, or is it simply what happens when the co-founder of Microsoft builds a house? If you enjoyed this tour of ultimate residential luxury, a like and subscription would mean the world. And for those fascinated by extraordinary homes, click here to watch our video on the real cost of owning a Malibu beach mansion. See you next time.